All right, welcome everybody. This is the Game Master, and this is our wrestling recap. Um, if you're like watching my regular videos and you want something a little bit different, you're interested in wrestling, you can watch the wrestling recap. So we're going to go ahead and like get into that. Okay, so first up is Dynamite, and the first thing we have is and a talk off of Orange Cassidy, and like why was he even there?
Because he has to open the show, man. That's the rule.
That's a rule. He said they actually told him, they said, don't bother to show up this week. And he's like, no, I have to be here.
I gotta open the show, man. It's my job. I have to go on first. It's a thing.
Apparently, it is the job of the person that owns that title to open the show.
Well, we
Because
got
after he
Moxley.
leaves, John Moxley comes rolling in and fights AR Fox.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm glad AR Fox is like
Yeah, I'm
backstage
glad they're
with him.
giving some time to AR Fox. AR Fox is always exciting.
Yeah, he's good. I like him as a
Yeah.
wrestler. I liked him in Lucha Underground. He was really good there too.
Yeah, he was. He was great in Lucha Underground. So
Yeah,
Moxley
they had that crazy
wins.
match.
No mystery there.
Yeah, of course Moxley won. It's his first title defense, so yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna win.
and he's Moxley.
And it is Moxley. He doesn't lose very many matches. This
Okay,
is
so
true.
then next we have let's see
So here, I'll get
what's
my
that?
notes
What?
up.
Oh, it's TBS champ. I can't think of her name. I got
Christian
it
is
wrote
partner Nick
down.
Wayne back. That's what I have. So Christian
What now?
backstage segment with Nick Wayne.
Who is it?
Christian and Nick Wayne, they talk to each other in the back.
No, not on
No?
Dynamite.
Okay.
The next match is Statlander.
Yeah,
Statlander
but
versus the
there was
Jap
a promo
Girl.
segment before that, maybe.
Was there a match before that?
Well, there wasn't a match. It was a promo segment. So, like in the
Okay,
back,
maybe I
Christian
missed that
talked to
because I
Nick
was in the
Wayne.
kitchen. I don't know.
Okay, well, not really much happened. They had Christian talking to Nick Wayne, talking about how he's like, Christian offers to be his dad, which is
Oh,
awesome.
I saw that. Okay, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Man, I can be your dad. He's like, man, I can find it in my heart to be your dad. I'm just such a nice person.
Because he's such a good parent. You remember his like daughter? She's like, "Can I have that title, Daddy? Hey, did you earn that title?"
I love how I don't know if it has this week. Let me see if I wrote it down. Uh, No, okay, I didn't. I guess it must have been last week, but he said something to the effect of like, he says, "Fat, I've earned everything in this company that I have," and he's like sitting there holding the championship, and it's every
Yeah.
time he does that, I love it.
Yeah.
It's, I've earned everything I have in this company, like yeah, including the belt that's not yours.
All right. So after Statlander, like I didn't like mark her down as a win, but she won obviously.
Yeah, she won.
Beat the Jap Girl. We have La Sex Gods versus Aussie Open, and that's actually a
Yeah,
pretty
I
good
guess they're just
match.
jobbers now.
Do what now?
I guess they had graduated from like being on Ring of Honor to being jobbers on Dynamite, and that's a promotion for them.
And I guess. And so they get the job to the Sex Gods.
The Sex
And it's a
God.
pretty good match though.
Yeah, I thought the match was good. Sammy and Jericho they kind of got into it there towards the end, so
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
wondering
understand
about that.
why. I guess they're going. Well, later on we determined that they're going to have a match. So
Yeah. Uh, I was thinking they must have a real deep tag team division, dude. 'Cause, like, wow, that's I guess that's who they got. Is
Oh,
they
what
got
what do you
all the
see
Austin
who
guys.
like who's going to be like fighting FTR for the titles next Wednesday?
Okay, so they're doing
And
another tournament.
no, it's not a tournament. It's they're doing an open challenge. So they issued
Oh,
an
okay.
open challenge, and people that answered it, I can't think of their names now. They're basically jobbers. Um, well, I can't think of their names. They're you've seen them before. They've jobbed before, but they're basically like jobbers. And
Is
it's
it like
hilarious that they
Gravity and
actually
Blood and More
announced
Big?
that you know you normally when it's a jobber match it just happens, but they actually
Yeah.
announced that match that's coming up like it was something.
Okay. Uh, is it like Gravity and like some other
No, no,
Japanese
it's
people?
worse than that.
Okay. Worse than that, you say?
Yeah, worse than that. Let's
Okay.
see here. Okay, so next we have an interview with MJF. Uh, and Samoa Joe like interrupts the interview and they do a talk off, which is pretty good. Samoa Joe can hold his own with MJF.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's really good on the mic. I mean, he looks like shit, but he's really good on the mic.
Hey, it looks like he's had one too many waffles.
Yeah. Yeah, I know where he spends most of his time. It's in catering, obviously. But
So
other than
that was
that, yes,
pretty
Mojo's good
interesting.
on mic. Now they kind of have themselves an interesting thing going because they've got Samoa Joe, who's. Did you see the bracket for the tournament? They kind of flashed it
Yeah.
up, and then they kind of
We'll
like
get
got
to
rid of it real
that.
quick.
Let's
I didn't
put
get
that
to
off
see it.
for a minute because we'll get to that
Okay,
when we cover all the matches and who wins.
all
Because
right, I
I
got you.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because they kind of have an awkward thing coming up, but all right, we'll talk about that
Yeah.
later.
Okay. So my favorite part of the MGF Samoa Joe talk off is when the crowd is going fuck you, and Samoa Joe's like, "That's what your mom said."
I love it. I tell you, man, Samoa Joe's good on the mic, man. He wrestled in NXT there for a while, and he's been on TNA for like ever it seems. But yeah, he can hold his own on his mic on the mic. He does okay in the ring. It works because he plays up like the strong, like slow, methodical style, and
Yeah,
it's convenient because he's getting old, so it's probably all he can do. But that works because that's like his thing. Like he does that on purpose because he's supposed to be like a slow killer type thing, and that works out great for him.
yeah.
But
I
yeah,
like it when he walks away from a move. Like the guy's getting ready to do a move on him, and he just walks away, and the guy like hit falls on his face.
yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. But
Okay,
yeah, I
so
guess might be a minute. We'll talk about it later, but it's like
next up we got our like tournament, and we have Roderick Strong versus oh, let me see here.
yeah, I gotta remember who it was that he faced. Let's see if I wrote it down.
I wrote it down,
Uh,
but I can't read it.
Roderick Strong versus Trent. He faced Trent Beretta.
Trent Beretta. Okay, that's
Yeah,
it. Yeah. So no question he's going to win that one, and Roderick Strong
absolutely.
like jobs him out.
Yeah, they're doing. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
that was like his bracket.
yeah, Roderick wins, of course, because they might do something with him. They've been
So he
can't
advances with
for
his
a while.
bracket,
Yeah, he's on one side of the
and
bracket.
next we have a talk off Adam Page, and Swerve comes out and interrupts him, and they do like a talk off. So
Yeah,
it
I'm
looks
liking
like
Swerve as
Swerve is
well,
going to
man. I
fight
really
Adam
like Swerve
Page
on
at
that.
some point.
Yeah, Swerve kind of punks him out, man. Basically says you haven't done anything since you like been in the company, which he's not wrong. I mean, ever since he like won the belt,
Yeah, ever
man, he
since
hasn't
he
really
won the
done
belt,
anything.
he's been on the sidelines.
It's true. So he's not wrong. So I wonder.
So that's we'll say that's up and coming.
Hmm.
And next we have Darby Allin versus Nick Wayne. Uh, so Nick Wayne wins, or I'm sorry, Darby Allin wins. Nick Wayne gets jobbed because he's a jobber.
Yeah, yeah. They tagged up, or no, they
They
faced
was
each other.
fighting
That
each
was
other.
one of the tournament rounds. Yeah, yeah, that's it. They faced each
Yeah,
other
it
in
was
the
a tournament
tournament.
round, and Darby advances.
Yeah, they're trying really hard to get like Nick Wayne over, dude, and
They
that was
are.
the main event.
They
Like that
got
was the
they
main
give him a
event of
lot
the
of
show.
TV time.
Yeah, like that was the main event of the show was Darby versus Nick Wayne. So they are trying desperately to get him over.
Okay, so over to Rampage. This is what you missed. Penta
Okay.
versus Jay Lethal in the tournament round, and Penta
Man,
wins. And you
oh, he
missed your
does
tournament
get Joe.
round.
Well, he's just gonna have to
Um,
job out to Joe, though, isn't he?
uh, Maybe
Isn't that the tournament bracket?
as tournament bracket. So that's maybe.
Yeah, fucking dumb.
Okay. Then we have let's see here. We have a talk off with Jericho and Sammy, and that's when they established that they're going to have a match.
Okay, got
So they're basically wanting to punch each other in the face.
it.
I thought that was so funny. Like, and Jericho's like, I really want to punch you in the face right now. And Sammy's like, I'm kind of feeling the same thing about you.
I like it.
That was actually
Like,
pretty
yeah,
good.
I kind of want to punch you too. So then, what? They both finally agree to have another match or something.
Yeah, so they didn't agree to have a match.
All right. Yeah, I like where it's going.
Uh, so hopefully once they have their match, they'll settle everything and they can like be a proper tag team. Because I kind of like them
Yeah,
as a tag
guess so.
team.
Yeah, I mean Jericho's got nothing else to do right now, so I guess him and Sammy can stay together for a while.
Yeah,
I don't know if Sammy's ready for like a singles run yet.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Okay, so next we have Anna Jay, the Bunny, and Tara versus Britt Baker, Sky
And the
Blue,
face
and Japanese girl. I can't pronounce her name.
and the faces in the women's division. Got it.
So the faces win, but there's some dissension between Japanese girl and Britt Baker. Britt
Okay.
Baker does a move and like hits her, and there's some dissension. So there's a possibility that they may do a match between them at some point.
Hmm. There's some tension
So
here.
that could be something.
Yeah, I like Japanese girl. It
You
sucks
like
that she lost
Japanese
the belt
girl?
already. Yeah, I liked her. I liked her better when she come out with sword because
Oh yeah.
uh, they needed to put her in a hardcore match at some point, and she just needs to sword people.
Uh
I mean, why else would she bring it to the ring? But now she brings kendo stick to the ring, so she actually
yeah.
can use that. So okay, that's
Gotcha.
cool. But yeah, I liked it better when she had the sword, man. I think sword would be more effective. It's just me
She could
personally.
like do like a hardcore match, and she could bring the sword, and she could like almost sword them. She could like
Hey, there's a
swing, and
whole
they could like
definition for
dodge
good,
it.
boy.
That's what she could do. They could be like on the announce table, and she could like go for the sword, and she could like swing it, and they could like fall off the announce table, and she misses, and the sword goes through the announce table.
Okay.
So you're
Yeah,
like,
they could do
hey, that
something
was a
like
real
that.
sword.
Yeah, that's a real sword. Yeah, they could do something like that where she ends up like almost swording, but not really. Because I I was hoping they could do some kind of a cool spot with sword, but I guess that's me and my fantasy like land there because I don't think they'll ever
Yeah,
do that.
sword's kind of tough to work with. It's
Yeah,
like real glass.
there you go.
You can
Yeah,
get
so I say it's
cut.
like real glass. Yeah, it can definitely do some damage to you.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a sword. Now, I guess you
All
could
right.
like get a dull-bladed
So
sword.
so
Anyway,
then
go
we
ahead.
have the second like tournament match, Samoa Joe versus Jeff Hardy,
Oh
and
yeah.
Samoa Joe like wins.
Ah, come on.
So
You think Jeff
oddly
Hardy didn't
enough,
win?
Samoa Joe seems to be on his way, and Roderick Strong seems to be on their way. Could there be a
Yeah,
clash?
I got a feeling that's going to be a match, and I'm kind of curious what happens because
I'm
both of those
curious.
guys have made it very clear that they want to like win this tournament, and
They both
you know,
have beef with MJF.
yes, they do. They both got a thing with MJF going, and Roderick Strong's been doing this for quite a while. Samoa Joe just coming to the picture not too long ago, but man, I wonder if they're gonna let like Roderick Strong beat Samoa Joe. That'd be pretty
And that would
bold.
be a feather in Roderick Strong's cap because
Absolutely, that'd
he
be
is
pretty
not a main
bold if
event
they let
player.
that happen. I kind of feel like it has to because I mean, if Roderick Strong just gets beat in the tournament, I mean, basically the last 2 months were just waste
Yeah.
because nothing come of it. Like he just gets beat in the tournament, and all right, man, it is what it is. So I kind of feel like he needs to win, but man, beating Samoa Joe is definitely like hard to do, and
I think it'll
they
be
had
like a
pretty good
dirty
talk on.
win. I think he'll
Oh
win,
yeah,
but I think he'll
it's
end up
true.
cheating somehow.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's a heel. That's absolutely true. I forgot about that. Yeah, he could
Well,
do like a
Roderick
dick kick or
Strong's a
something.
heel too, so it's heel versus heel. So
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. I hope they both try to cheat to win.
I'll have to do a chair spot where they like trade the chair back and forth.
Yeah, like they did with Cole and MJF, where
Yeah.
they both like kept trying to trick the other one into like taking the chair. Yeah, that would be really cool. I will see, man. I'm curious because I think that's the way the tournament goes. I mean, I want Pentagon to advance, but he's not going to because they hate him. So there's that. But I'm thinking that's what it comes down to. And do you know when the finals of that tournament is? It's what, like this week, maybe?
It's this week, I believe.
Is I think this is determines
So
who gets to
possibly on
face
Dynamite,
MJF.
maybe.
Does this determine who faces MJF at the stadium show?
Oh, now ye is it the stadium show that he faces him? I don't know when he actually faces them.
Uh, I believe so. And the stadium show is a couple weeks from now. So that would
Okay.
make sense on the timeline if it is this week is the determining who gets to go to the stadium show, then the next week is the stadium show. That would make sense on the timeline.
Okay. So,
So yeah, that may be the case.
moving on to Collision. Did you get a chance to watch Collision?
Unfortunately, man, I was raiding on Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
Like I
Just
said,
too
man,
much
live
stuff
TV
to
just doesn't work
do.
for me, man.
Well, and per the usual, like John Moxley opens up the show with like a title defense.
Okay.
And he's defended against Action Andretti.
Oh yeah.
Man, who's gonna win?
Hey, I think he's gonna get some action, all right.
Man, he got some action. And
That's so
Action Andretti
awesome.
got choked out like a whore.
Oh, I love it. If that was what, like 5 minutes or something.
No, it actually, the match actually went for a little bit. They let
Okay.
Action Andretti do some spots,
Yeah,
but
I was trying to get ring experience, so guess that's good.
yeah, they kind of pushed him a little bit too. I think. After he had his
Uh, first time I've
epic
seen him
win
back.
against Jericho.
Yeah, it's been a while back though that he beat Jericho, but
Yeah,
yeah,
they're still
they
talking about
definitely
it.
tried to do that. Hmm.
Okay, so next we have Chris Statlander versus Robin Renegade.
Okay.
Man, who's gonna win?
I, who in the heck is Robin Renegade, dude?
That's what
He
I'm
a new wrestler
saying.
they signed.
So obviously Statlander wins. Oh, that was
Okay.
for the title, by the way.
Of course, he's defending the title against someone that I don't know who they are. Like, I
Yeah.
legitimately don't know who that wrestler is.
So next we have an interview with oh, let me read who it is. Paige and Ugly Girl.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so basically that's like Paige saying how she's gonna hold on to the title and Ugly Girl standing there being ugly.
Hey, so she does best.
They ask her about about what's her face, Tony Storm. And Paige is like, oh, Tony's just like, she's just like confused right now, and we'll get her back.
I want
And
clips
Ugly
of her
Girl's
like in the
like,
parking
oh
lot, like
man, she cost me the match.
I want like a clip of Tony Storm in the parking lot, just like cutting a promo, and she's just like standing there cutting a promo, and then like they do it in such a way where like the camera's just like filming something else, and it looks like she's just basically standing there talking to herself.
Yeah. Oh, and she
Because
throws
she
her
gets
shoe at a
confused about like
bird.
whose turn it is or something, and so she's like sitting there cutting a promo, and like and they're oh that's it they're filming somebody else at the time, and she's in the background and cutting like a promo on somebody, and they're like, hey, is she okay over there? And they're like, oh yeah, Tony, she's just she's working out some issues, man, she'll be all right.
Okay, so next we have an interview with oh, I'm having trouble reading this. I may have to skip this one. I can't read it. What is it? Who is it?
Interview, huh?
Eddie.
Oh, Eddie
Oh,
Kingston.
Eddie and Cesaro. They had
Oh wow.
like an interview between Eddie and Cesaro, and they discussed the hot coffee incident.
Okay. And do we actually find out
Wasn't
why they
actually
hate each
hot
other?
coffee, but and that's what I'm going with. I'm going with
Okay.
and basically like Cesaro spilled a cup of coffee on Eddie Guerrero, and that's what caused the feud.
I was gonna ask, why do they hate each other? And there you go. It's the hot
And
coffee.
it's still unclear. And basically,
Still
like
unclear.
Cesaro's like, "Why do you hate me?" And Eddie's like, "You know what you did."
You know what you did? Gotcha. You know what you did, man? Man, you totally did that. Like, okay,
And
guess it's
Cesaro
still
actually
unclear.
cuts a decent promo for Cesaro.
Yeah, Cesaro's not terrible. I mean, he does a lot better on the mic than I would, considering English is not his first language. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's definitely a lot better than I would be on the mic.
Okay.
I mean, he's doing a lot better than I would try and cut like a German promo. Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure that'd be funny to watch.
Yeah. Cut your Japanese promo.
Yeah, yeah, and they cut like a Japanese promo and they're like three words in Japanese. So like, yeah, he does
Well,
a
he's
lot better
fluent
of
in
a job than
English.
I
I
would.
mean, he
He's not
he knows
bad.
like three languages, I believe.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
like
he's
the
like
deal.
Swedish, English, and like something else.
I mean, if they ever want him to heal it up, all he has to do is just start talking in a different language, and it's like an easy way to get heat. So they could always
Yeah.
do that.
He could be like, and I no longer respect America, so I refuse to speak in their language.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he could just like purposely speak other languages.
And he can have somebody like translate for him.
Oh, that would be funny.
Let's
I wonder if he
see.
speaks Spanish. He could get the hype man to help him out.
The Hot Man.
Hey, I love the hype man.
Okay, so we got uh well, it's versus the Mexican guys. I'm trying to see who it is. Oh, Bullet Club. Bullet Club versus the Mexican guys. And it's funny because like everybody on their team was like Mexican. They had like three
Yeah,
Mexican guys.
there we go. It's just the Mexican guys. That needs to be their faction. It's the Mexican guys.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember this or not, but they had a thing in WCW where they had like some Mexican guys as a faction, and they came out on lawnmowers.
Oh yes. No, I don't remember that, but that sounds amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. They would come out on like a lawnmower, and they'd be dressed as like a yard worker, and that was their faction.
That's it. Doesn't go over nowadays.
I don't know if that would go over well now.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. It's a little racist.
Okay. So obviously Bullet Club wins.
Oh yeah, of course.
Next we have Ray Phoenix versus a jobber.
Hey, I love it.
And
Love Rafi.
obviously Ray Phoenix wins. It's his match back after like supposed injury. And it wasn't that where he got injured was his visa.
Yeah, he got injured at the in customs. That's where he got injured at.
Yeah. And he has a broken visa.
Yeah, there's a problem. I think they should do something with Ray Phoenix, man. That's like another wrestler that I really think they should do something with. He's like a great wrestler, really good, and they need to do something with. So,
Well, he's like claiming beef now with Mox John Moxley, so he may get a title shot at some point, possibly.
Pentagon faced Moxley, didn't he? I think they had a
Do what
match at some.
now?
Pentagon and Moxley, they faced each other at some point, didn't they?
I don't think I have them on the list.
Well,
Not
not
this
this
week.
week, but like previously, I think they faced
Oh,
each
they
other.
may have. I mean,
Yeah, but yeah, that makes sense if like now Phoenix has got a beef with Moxley because Pentagon had like beef with too.
God. So next we have our tournament match: Roderick Strong versus Darby Allin. And
Ooh,
it's not often you see Darby Allin job out, but man, he jobs out this time.
yeah, he kind of has to lose for the story,
Yeah, he had to
unfortunately. I
lose
mean,
for the story.
yeah, didn't want him to
So
lose,
Roderick
but
Strong beats him.
they, I hate it when they like do that. They'll book like people together that like need to win, and then they're just trapped because you got like you got two guys that need to win, and okay, someone's got to lose here. So who's it gonna be?
Well, Darby's got a lot of wins. He could afford a loss. I mean,
Yeah, he's been doing a bunch of stuff with. He come off of that coffin match with Swerve. He won that
yeah,
feud,
won that
and
one
he's done some other
obviously.
stuff. Yeah, so he could take an L. It's okay.
Okay. So next we have interview with Keith Lee.
Oh wow, he's a thing.
Apparently Keith Lee is trying to be a thing. He's basically saying that he's gonna like do a singles run now, and he's gonna
Okay.
go for a title. Doesn't specify like what title, but
We'll figure
he's
that
gonna
one
try
out.
to like win something. And basically he's like, everybody like, just get out of my way.
That's awesome. Uh, I would like to see him face Miro for the TNT belt. Like since Hobbs had the job out, they could possibly have him face Miro. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, he would make a good like opponent for Miro because they could both do like extra stuff.
Yeah, they could both do like insane stuff, and both like two big hosses. And I liked the match between Miro and Hobbs. Like, and it was a great match. It was just like and two pieces of meat like slapping each other, which I like
Yeah.
that. So I don't know if he's going after a belt,
How
maybe
did
the
you
face.
like it when at the very end, Hobbs was like beating down Miro and Lana come rolling in?
Oh wow, yeah, man, that's something we should probably talk about. Uh,
Yes.
I
And
guess
Lana's
she's
here.
not gonna be in the
She
women's
no longer
division.
has an
She's probably not
accent,
wrestling.
but she's here.
She is here, absolutely. I guess she's not gonna wrestle, but I mean, man, she can like cheat for Miro and like do all kinds of cool. Well, it doesn't really need cheating though. And Miro's like kind of a
Miro
beat your
kind of
ass kind of
rejected her.
deal.
He's like, I
Yeah,
don't need you. And
yeah, Miro's kind of a
she
beat
does
your ass
like
kind of
a
deal. He's not like a chicken heel. He's more like a beat your ass kind of guy.
yeah, she does an interview at some point.
All right.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
Who
I'd
we
like to
got
know what's
next?
up. And she's here to help Miro.
Okay. I've got something wrote down, but I can't read it. The next thing we have is the the main event, and that is, oh, I think it's probably the interview with like Lana because that happened at some point.
Oh, nice.
Uh, they have uh Samoa Joe versus Penta, and of
All
course we
right.
know who's gonna win.
Yeah, as much as it like hurts me, and Samoa Joe has to win because of the story.
Yeah. So basically now we've got like Samoa Joe versus Roderick Strong, and man, it's a mystery.
I'm guessing that's
I
happening
say
this
Roderick
week.
Strong probably ends up winning it, but
I'm guessing that happens this week, right?
that happens this week, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I
Oh,
I kind of feel like it's
I totally missed the talk off with Brian Danielson.
okay. What's he up
They
to?
had a talk off with Brian Danielson, and man, Brian Danielson had apparently made a deal with his daughter that when she turned 7, he was going to retire, and she's
Oh wow.
6 now. So
Okay.
he's got one more
Man.
year, and everybody with the crowd was like saying, "No, no." But basically, he said, if this is my last year, I'm going to make it epic. And then he announced that
Okay.
he was going to fight Zack Sabre Jr. at the next pay per view. That's another like
Okay.
Japanese guy. Well, he's actually not Japanese, but he wrestles for Japan.
Yeah, he's a New Japan guy.
He's a New Japan guy. So I think this is going to be the year of Brian Danielson. He's going to be
If he
fighting
really is
like
retiring,
everybody
dude.
that is like just like a crazy opponent that like somebody that you would like love to see. It's like a complete dream match, and it's just going to be like one after another at the pay per views.
Oh, absolutely. If this truly is the end, like if he's actually legitimately going to retire, if I was Tony Khan, I would just like sit down, give him a piece of paper, and say like, and write down every person you'd like to wrestle before you retire, and I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I guarantee you that's already happened.
Yeah, yeah, he's been working on that list. To be fair, because
He
he fought
has.
Rainmaker.
He fought the Rainmaker.
That's true. And he might fight him again.
Man, he might fight him again. You never
Yeah.
know. And
I
Rainmaker might break his arm again.
I seem to recall that Rainmaker beat him, so or
No, he beat the
Brian won
Rainmaker.
rather. Yeah, I seem to recall that Brian won, so yeah, I feel like they need a rematch.
And can the Rainmaker let it go?
Man, that's unfortunate though that Brian's gonna retire, but I guess
That's
it
what it
can't be
looks
helped.
like.
Yeah, I guess it can't really be helped. I just hate the fact that like WWF basically like screwed him out of like 5 years
Pretty
of his
much.
wrestling career. I hate that. is they wouldn't let him wrestle like for 5 years. Like he was still under contract with WWF for a long time, and
Right.
they wouldn't let him wrestle. And he went like all across the country to different doctors to basically try in any possible way to prove to WWF that he was medically cleared to wrestle. And it finally come to the point where he just said, "I'm not gonna like re-up my contract with you guys if you won't let me wrestle." And that's why he's in AEW. So,
Hmm. Well, he's
but
definitely getting his money's worth with AEW.
oh, I would, man. I mean, because like you said, dude. I mean, he can't wrestle forever. I mean, he's getting up there in age, and I mean, I don't even know how he broke his arm. Did he just like
He
legitimately hit the guy hard enough and broke his arm?
what happened was the Rainmaker came off the top rope for an elbow drop, and he had his arm in the wrong position.
Oh, okay.
So he had his arm to where when he landed on his arm, and so that was like Brown was saying that was his fault.
I got you. So he kind of goofed when he landed.
Yeah,
Yeah, it can happen to
he didn't have
anybody.
his arm in a safe position.
Yeah, that can happen to anybody. So,
You wouldn't think so. You'd think that he'd be professional and not do something like that, but
yeah, to
I
be
guess
fair, I mean,
happens to
with the amount of
everybody.
wrestling knowledge that he's got and all the experience that he has, you kind of would think that like he wouldn't make like such, a mistake like that. But
Yeah,
then again, man, I mean, I guess it happens to the best
but
of
maybe Japanese guys land a different place.
them. I guess. Yeah, maybe they're
I
like,
don't.
maybe they're taught to wrestle differently or something.
Yeah, they may not land an elbow drop the same way we do.
There you go. I guess.
And so that's wrestling. If everybody's enjoyed our wrestling recap, and make sure you like, and subscribe. And if you're also into the Gold Box games, I'm currently doing the Gold Box games uh for like walkthroughs. Right now I'm on Secret of the Silver Blades, but I'm getting ready to finish it up. And next will be Pools of Darkness. So hope to see everybody there. All right.